all, welcome to my channel. I'm Mark, this is Mark's Modz. Now guys, I haven't done one of these in quite a long time, but we're going to basically do a channel update, and the reason for that is I will let you know later on after we've gone through the build. So bear with me, because like I said, we haven't done one of these for a long time, and it's really quite hard to talk about yourself. I don't know why. Anyway, so we'll go through the builds like we used to do, and then yeah, I've got a little bit of special news to share with everybody. So yeah, okay, so we'll I always do my videos in order, so I build them in order, and yeah, so I'm going to start with the Optimus Prime. My goodness, what a build that is turning out to be. If you've seen the videos and you've seen the look on my face as I've been building this, it is amazing. It's amazing. We're on to stage 18, and the amount of work we've done in 18 stages is absolutely phenomenal. The mixture to plastic and metal is second to none on this build. It really is. And I am really impressed with it. Now, there has been a notification on Facebook that the price will be going up by £1 per issue of that. I think in the not the next one, the one after, which is kind of acceptable in a way, because you know these things go up. We have price increases. We have price increases on food, fuel, you name it. So it's inevitable that these things are going to be happening. Now, a few people are not happy about that, because they've either got a deal on like the Cyber Monday where they've got like 10-20% off, and then they've hiked up prices, so they don't actually get that off. Bad timing is what I would say to that, but it's just the way it is. I'm happy with the extra £1 on that one, and yeah, it is going to be an absolutely fantastic model. The Mura is really slow at the moment. And what I mean by slow is we're not getting a lot for what we're paying. We're not getting a lot to do with what we're paying. And yeah, the latest pack, which was pack 9, was a box about that big. And it had 8 stages in it. It was really small. Not really even worth it. When I've looked about what we've got to do, there's not really a lot to do in it. So that is going as a very slow build at the moment. And unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it. I won't let a model slide. I will finish it. I will get the 3 remaining packs and finish it. But yeah, it's not the greatest. Now, I have thought of that one is maybe in the new year I may buy the remaining packs, which I can do. I've been told by Agora that it is possible to do that, so I could possibly get pack 10 and then let's say finish with pack 11 and 12, which I'll get early, and I can finish that build. Now, that is definitely a possibility at which I'm looking at, because it finishes one of the builds, but it also frees up another build to be put into place. Now, at the moment, Partworks are coming out left, right and centre. We've got new ones from Fan Home nearly every week or so. Agora have relaunched the DB5. We've got the Apache coming out next year, which I really am definitely doing because it looks a superb build. And there's other bits and pieces as well, so it's definitely a possibility. Definitely a possibility that I might finish that one early. The Rossi. Oh gosh, that build never ceases to yeah, throw up problems. Look, I know I'm on about this build, but it is a tough one. It's a tough one in the sense of you've got to be so careful with it. It is very fragile, and you can break things extremely easily. I'm quite careful with things. I always have been, especially with the models. But with this, you look at it and it looks like it's going to fall apart. Too many pipes. Way too many pipes. I just don't think there needs to be that much on the model, really, that are not going to be seen, and not even know what half of them do. So I did get my latest delivery last week of that. and it's got some exciting parts in there, I've got to admit, but I just see pipes again, and I think, how many more are you going to literally fit on a motorcycle? It's not even a full car, it's a motorcycle. Yeah, really outdone the budget on the piping on that one. So it's coming along. My next pipe that I did get it. It does look exciting that we are going to start putting some of the bits together on that one. So yeah, it is what it is on that one. But that one is very close to being finished. Because I think we're into the 70s now with that. And that does finish in the finish. Well, no, it is. That does finish in the 90s, I believe. So there's not that much more to go on that one. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Now the camper van is coming along beautifully. That was a little bit stop and start and doing the interior before we've done the exterior. But we're starting to work on the exterior on that one, which is really exciting. And that's what everybody really wants to see, is the exterior of the camper van. The interior is great, but people want to see that lovely front and the badge and all that. So that is coming now. I am still waiting for my latest pack of that from D'Agostini. I've had notification that it's been dispatched. Just waiting for it to come. That's the only problem. The Titanic, well, that is coming on leaps and bounds. We knew it was going to be big. And we knew that right from the start, because it told us it was going to be 134 centimetres long. So we knew it was going to be big. But what I think a lot of people didn't realise is a lot of these models, you're given stuff to do and then you put it away, then you're given stuff to do and you put it away. And with this one, it's been very, very much that, in the case of, we've done boat deck, A deck, B deck, and we're not putting any of them together at the moment, so it's really hard to store. So above me here, right in front of me, I've got the boat deck and I've got the A deck. Up there, I've got the engine room. You can really just see the bottom of the hull. We've got the outer hull, and then on top of that is we've got the bridge deck with the sides. That at the moment is how I'm having to store it, so you can understand it's all over the place, and it'd be nice to start bringing that together whenever that's going to happen. So, but it's coming on leaps and bounds, I've got to admit. It does seem a little harsh at the moment. I'm doing a thing of, right, we'll give you 4 issues of bridge work to do, so interiors and stuff, and then we're going to give you 4 issues of hull work to do. That's okay, that's fine, but I know we did moan for a while that we would like to be working on the hull, but what it's turned out is the 4 issues of hull work they give you, there's not a lot to do. It's just a couple of screws filling it in, so that maybe would be nice to be thrown in every 2 or 3 issues, I don't know, on that one. So what can you say now? That moves us next on to the DeLorean. Wow. DeLorean is almost done, up to the number 2 car. And we say number 2 car is I refer it to the number 1 and number 2 car, and that is movies 1 and 2. So at the moment we are about 2 issues away. Well, I am about 2 issues away about finishing it up to the 1 and 2 car. So that's the car in Back to the Future 1, and that's the car in Back to the Future 2. At 130, that's when that sort of will stop. So that's when we will have created the plutonium box, and then we've done all the clock and everything for it, and that will be up to the 1 and 2 car. Now after that, issues 131 to I think it's 150 59, is it? That will be the Back to the Future 3 car, which is the hood box and the rails that it will go on. Yeah, it's going to be a very much not much to do in that one when it comes to the rails, because it's only a few screws and you tie rails together, that's it. The hood box is a little bit more involved, but again, it's going to be one that's going to probably slow down quite a bit and do it. So moving into the new year with that one, I'd like to get that one up to number 1 and 2 car, and then maybe do some bulk building on that one. I don't know how that's going to go, but that leads me on to the announcement that I've got coming up. Lastly, we'll go on to the Ecto 1. Now, the Ecto 1 has been... it's not been a love-hate thing. It's been a case of, I loved it, I started building it, and then with the Eagle Moss things, it kind of just... I just was scratching my head with it. Now, it's been brilliant that we've been able to finish it, and I'm still only 2 issues away from finishing the build, would you believe? So it's just finishing off the roof box and putting the bits and pieces on. I'll be glad when it's done. I'll be glad when it's done. When that's done and the DeLorean's done, I'll be glad, because I can close the book on Eagle Moss in that sense of starting these builds with them and then getting to a certain point and the builds had to be stopped because no parts were coming through. In theory, I should have finished them builds by now, but they have just sort of dragged on for a long time. Really long time. So, yeah, it will get done. It will be finished. It will look nice. I've got the lovely light bar mods on it and the power mod, and it's just one of them that I think I'll be glad when it's done now, because these models have to come to an end eventually, and you do get to the point where you think, I'll be glad when that one comes to the end, because you know it's been a very much a massive journey with that one and with the Eagle Moss problem, and then same with the DeLorean. At the beginning of the year, I was wondering how the heck I'm going to finish these models. Why have I got these models, money tied up in them? How am I going to finish them? Especially the Ecto 1, because the Ecto 1 was a build that I was currently with, and we didn't have the parts. There was no parts out on the market that would finish the Ecto 1, apart from what the Partwork Upgrades companies did. So you've got partworkupgrades.com, they did a solution. I think Mr. Fusion did a solution. So there were solutions out there, but to finish it from originally all the bits together, there wasn't. So it'll be nice when it's done, because we know it can be done now. And that leads me up to pretty much most of the builds, apart from the Trumpeter Titanic. Now, the Trumpeter Titanic, when I did announce that, I did say that that was going to be a long build. And it is. It's turning out to be a long build, because I want to get it right. And the only way I can get it right is to work on it. And it does take time. So the main thing that we've been working on since getting that model was portholes, putting the prop shafts in, and the paint, and then the glazing. Now all that has been done. So all the paint has been done, the portholes have been drilled and they've been glazed. We've got the prop shafts in and everything else like that. I have got some special decals that I managed to get off a Facebook group, thanks to Jean Davis, on making sure I got them. They are here and just need to be applied to ship. But I'm just holding back because I don't want to put them decals on just yet, and then I don't want things to get knocked or them to get damaged or anything like that. So it's one of the last things I really want to be doing with that one. And then once they are done, there we go, we hopefully have a finished ship. Now at the moment, which is far over there, I am actually working on the forecastle for the Titanic. So I've just started painting that. Once that's got the paint that I like done to a standard, I can then put the wooden deck, which I have, on top, and we are going to have a really nice forecastle of the Titanic. And then it's just working on the other bits nice and slowly and getting it to the way I want it. I still have the motors and the RC gear to put into the hull of the Titanic, but for that I'm holding off that for the new year until we start looking at that. Because at the moment, you know, it is building up to Christmas. There is going to be a lot to sort out financially, and it's just one of them things that says just wait a little bit longer on that. So that basically is all the builds that are currently happening on the channel. I can't think of any more unless... No, I haven't 3D printed anything. So that is basically all the builds that are on the channel at the moment. So, let's get to the special announcement. Okay guys, sorry. I had to put a jingle in there somewhere. Sorry, I made that. But yeah, we've got to basically be an announcement, and it's something that is going to affect the channel. Not permanently, but it is going to affect it for the next month or so. And that is, we are looking like we are going to be moving out of this house before Christmas. It's been a long slog. We've been on the housing register for over a year and a half with the problems I've been having, and it looks like we found a really nice property back in a place that we love. And it's going to be upsetting because I'm going to pack all this away. We decorated, but what it does mean is there probably won't be builds on the channel for a while. Now I'm still going to collect the parts, obviously. Things are still going to come in, and then once I've set up my new room and new desk and everything, we will resume normal programming, trust me. But up until that, the videos will stop. Now I've got videos to last the entire week at the moment. All of them are ready to go. They're already uploaded to YouTube, and they're all ready for patrons to watch as well. Selfless plug, if you're not a patron, we do have a Patreon on the channel. If you look down in the description below, you'll find the link there. We also have a membership for the channel as well, which you do get early access to all the videos. That also, you know, just click the join button. But yeah, which means I am going to be allowed around in live streams. That's not a problem. We are going to make sure we've got a table where I've got a cutting mat, and I've got basic tools, you know, paintbrushes, paint, stuff like that. And I am borrowing my son's laptop so that I can still appear on people's live streams and still do some work. But it means that it's going to be really hard to record the videos because I need the space. So I am going to put the videos on hold, and then till then, until I'm all set up and ready to go, ready to record. It's not exactly setting up a desk, it's doing all the recording equipment and making sure all the lighting's in place, and that does take time. That does take time to set up and get it right. So there is going to be a pause on videos up until we are ready, and then we will continue in the new house, which is really exciting because it's a new start and it's a fresh start for the new year, hopefully. We're hopefully going to be wanting to be in before Christmas. That's the big plan. So as you can understand, the lead up to Christmas is going to be crazy. Now, you know, don't worry about people. If anybody sent anything or anything, we will be redirecting us post for the next 6 months. So there's nothing to worry about on that one. But it just means that we're in a house that's more suitable for what we need. And we're also back in an area where we've got family and friends, which, you know, is the main thing. And, you know, it's going to be better for us. So until we do that, we've got to pack up everything. We've got to move, re-unpack everything, and then hopefully we can get going. So just give it time, guys. But I will be back in the new year, hopefully at a new desk in a better. I'm hopefully going to make it better to start off with than what I've got now. And then, yeah, we'll just see what's going on. So that was basically the announcement. Hopefully next week we might get the keys for this property. And if we do, we can then sort of like give the green light to go, basically, and move. I would have liked to maybe finish the DeLorean or the Ecto 1 before then, but it doesn't look like that might be on the cards. If it does happen, I will try. If it doesn't, then they will be finished when I return at the new space. So that is basically what I really wanted to tell you today. Like I said, I'm not one of these fans that likes talking to cameras, because I'm a very talkative person when it comes. I can talk when I'm building, when there's no camera on my face, but I'm not a very talkative person when it comes to like this, and I get very dry mouth very easily. So that's basically a channel update of what's been going on. A few new builds hopefully for the new year. I'd hopefully be wanting to start the Lancaster bomber. That comes out in late December. That's probably one I'll probably get and have to put aside until I'm all set up again. And hopefully there's going to be the Apache helicopter as well. That's going to be released in Agora. That, I've heard, is going to be the middle of next year. So there's plenty of time before that starts. And yeah, hopefully happy more times ahead. And I'm looking forward to it. I really am. I'm not looking forward to the hard work of moving, but I'm looking forward to the fresh start because we went through lockdown in this house, and it's where I really started working on my channel in this house, and it was sad to see this house go. But it's also nice to have new beginnings as well. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in and watching this video. And yeah, hopefully things will happen. Hopefully I might be able to get a Christmas message out there. There still will be the Partwork Awards this year. I am going to be working on that as much as I can. And we will set a date for that coming up. So yeah, happy days ahead. Anyway, guys, if you like this video, please could you give it a massive thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of any future videos. But as for always, guys, stay safe and bye for now.